The Browns is not the Browns.
Man, some fireworks brewing right now. Some shots fired. A little bit of trash talk, if you will. I think it was the passive-aggressive John Morton. Not that he's passive-aggressive, but I think that's the way it's coming across to a lot of people. John Morton starts the whole thing off in the press conference, letting the Browns know who the Lions are. Myles Garrett didn't like that. Matter of fact, former Detroit Lions head coach, he didn't like it either. Jim Schwartz. I'm going to tell you guys all about it right next.
Pressured by Hutchinson, he goes down again.
Man, Sunday can't get here fast enough. This is going to be an intense game. It's going to be a great game. But I'm going to be straight up with you guys like I always am. This defense is, it's psychotic. Like it's that good. I've been watching film all day. I just got through the Ravens game. I watched the Packers game before that. I did some cut-ups. I can't even get my release done of my my keys because now I've gone off into a whole nother direction of looking at offensive opportunities for play calls. But I'll digress. You guys are here because of the thumb, which is Morton is entitled. That's what Myles Garrett thinks. Entitled to his opinion, maybe. We'll see what he said. Let's start with that. Let's start with what Myles Garrett said. Then we'll go to John Morton. And then we're going to go to Mike Florio. We're going to hear what all three said. Here we go.
He's entitled to his opinion. He hasn't seen a defensive, front like ours. And, he's entitled to say what he wants. And, we have the privilege to see, who's right. And I think it'll be a battle of ideologies. And I think, our DC also has some things to say, and we have to be the ones to put it into action. And so, we have to meet and see who's right. He's entitled to his opinion.
It's not as hot as spicy as I was hoping it was going to be. Right? I mean, it's tempered, I guess. It's mild-mannered. But I tell you what, man, you go watch this defense on tape, it's anything but mild-mannered. These guys are ferocious. I'm telling you, this defense is nuts. Let's see what kicked all of this off, because Jim Schwartz had some things to say too, and I'll bring that in here in just a moment. But let's see what John Morton said, and you tell me in the comments, does this seem like trash talk to you? Is that what this is? I don't know. Let's take a look.
He's entitled to his opinion.
Tells it all, but when they have a performance like that against a Packers team that you guys just saw 2 weeks ago, how much does that reemphasize that point to the players that's
Yeah, I mean, our guys, they're going to be ready. We're going to be ready for anything. I don't care who it is. I mean, the most important thing is us taking care of what we need to do, technique-wise, the details. When we do that, we play pretty good.
Almost historic stopping the run. You've really seen it all 3 weeks, Cincinnati, Green Bay, and Baltimore.
Yeah.
It's pretty good backs in there, especially the last 2 weeks. So what makes them watching on film so good? 57.3 yards a game, that's pretty darn good job.
Well, I think I'm going back to us. The last few weeks, I mean, our front, right now, we're moving guys. I don't think they've seen a run game like ours yet. And, we have patience. We stick with it. I think that's the biggest thing. Let's keep doing what we've been doing. We got to do that so we can stay manageable. We have to stay manageable on third down. And third down and 2 to 6, we got to be in that area. So first and second down is going to be crucial.
I see where the spiciness may be coming across here. Asking about Mason Graham, and, he's a local kid. What do you think about him? Yeah, I think he's a good player. But at the same time, we're going to be ready for anybody. I don't care who it is. I mean, those are kind of shots, I guess. I guess you could call those shots. But John is just so damn calm. It's kind of hard to think that they're shots, right? Here's the second shot. When asked about the run game, because the Browns have been so good, I mean, almost historic levels here, like 57 6.3 yards per game right now. I mean, same place the Lions were last year and the year before around this time of the year. Not so much this year. And so what's his response? They haven't seen a run game like this before, or at least not yet. I love it. I absolutely love it. I agree. I mean, for those of you that are saying, well, they saw Aaron Jones and, oh, they saw Derrick Henry. Yeah, Derrick Henry looks like a shell of himself. Can't hold on to the football. Yes, he can absolutely push the ball downfield if you give him an open lane. But you don't have a two-headed monster that you've gone up against this year. You have not gone up against a team that has the dynamic duo of Sonic and Knuckles, David Montgomery, and Jameer Gibbs. I call them the law firm, right? Gibbs and Montgomery. So no, they haven't gone up against something like this. But where I think that Morton needs to be careful right now, because he's also saying stuff like, man, we're moving dudes right now. This offensive line's playing well. This is a different set of dudes, my dude. Like, the Cleveland Browns are legit. Very good on the offense, or on the defensive front. One of the best defenses I've seen in a long time. Not only are they good on the defensive front, they are good in the middle. They are good down at the back end. All three levels, man. They're doing it at all three levels. Before I bring in Mr. Florio's group, him and Chris Sims. Actually, you know what? Let me just bring them in. Let's just bring them in real quick and get it over with, because they said some things kind of funny at the same time, kind of shots at the Browns. But then Chris Sims had a whole lot to say, towards the Lions, which honestly I don't disagree with, because I felt the same way. Matter of fact, my text today to somebody that you all know, pretty well, was this. I said the Browns' stunts, twist, and flat-out movement on the line is nuts. And it is. It is nuts. But let's get into what these guys had to say.
He's entitled to his opinion.
The Browns is not the Browns. They beat the Packers. And congratulations, Browns. Your reward for beating the Packers is, let's check you go to Detroit to take on the Lions. Now, the Lions, short week, emotional win. Will they be in for a letdown? They're favored by 10. Can the Lions get to 3-1 against a potentially dangerous Cleveland team? Dan Campbell already talking up the Browns defense, trying to keep his guys' attention. Will it work?
Well, I don't think he's going to have to keep it much, right? Because they're going to turn on the film and go, holy shit, Cleveland's defense is insane. That's what they're going to say.
There we go.
It's going to wake them up, because, Mike, you heard me talk about it a little bit on Wednesday. I studied them pretty thoroughly on Monday afternoon. I was blown away. It was the first time I'd really looked at them on film in the regular season. They're amazing at all three levels. Jim Schwartz has reinvented himself and doing some different things that are not accustomed to Jim Schwartz's defense. So they're going to give everybody problems. The problem is the Cleveland offense, and what can they do there? And the number one thing I think they can do is run the ball with Quinshon Judkins. I just don't think you're going to be able to do that against Detroit. I think this is one of those where Cleveland hangs around for a while and Detroit puts them away late. Like, we could be sitting there, 14-13 Lions. They score early fourth quarter. It's 20-13 or 21-13. And then a late score puts them away. That's kind of how I feel it. I'm going 28-13 Lions in this one, Mike.
Yeah, I've got the Lions in this one, and I feel like I don't want to disrespect the Browns here, but they got the big win. Look what we found. We got our win. I'm not saying they're going to be flat. I think they'll give the Lions everything they can handle, or they'll at least try. But the offense for the Browns is basically Quinshon Judkins. Joe Flacco, of the qualifying quarterbacks who have started games this year, he's got the lowest passer rating in the entire National Football League. Quinshon Judkins has been great. He may only get better and better, but look at the defensive game plan. I think it was a watershed moment for the Lions. We've migrated past Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. the guys who have taken over are pretty damn good, and the players are buying in. I've got 35-6, the Lions winning easily in this one, even though the Browns will do their best to try to pull it off. I just think they're overmatched.
35-6. Oh, but hey, Chris Sims, man, he's absolutely right. I'm not BSing you when I say I agree with him, because like I said the same thing. But hey, shots fired, man. Two teams going to go at it Sunday. You got big fireworks on both sides. You got big offense versus big defense. I mean, what could possibly go wrong, right?
Pressured by Hutchinson.